Okay, now I'm starting.
Okay, start it.
Okay, now double click
Double click it.
VNMRj.
Yeah. You have a handout.
Oh, okay.
Everything written here. Okay. You study, or you can, it doesn't matter. Okay, check. Get the sample in. Put the sample in.
So here is the spinner, and this spinner is little different than the Brooker, so it is longer, and you have to put it here, and then insert the NMR tube, and make sure that there is a window, that
The window is the center of your sample.
center of the sample, okay? So it will go like this, and once it is done, just wipe it. And
Put on top.
put in there.
Put on top. Yes. Make sure you have air.
Yeah, make sure
You
before
get-
putting the sample,
yeah.
make sure that air like is
You can hear the noise, the sound of air.
so like if air is not like that, then it will not floating. Now it is floating.
It's floating.
The air.
You see if there's no air, it'll just fall.
Yeah, there's no air. It's not. It's
So put the sample, put the tube in the spinner and then put on there.
you can usually hear the sound of the air.
Right.
You know. Insert.
Now insert.
Yes.
So click insert, then the sample tube will go inside, and you will hear the sound. There is no sound.
Okay. Then you study. Oh, we already did it. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we select experiment. Expand the comment. And then double click model. Okay. So,
So I
yeah.
have to select the
Solvent.
Solvent.
What's the solvent
So
you have?
proton is included here, right?
Yeah.
The solvent is here like chloroform.
Chloroform. Yes,
CDCl3.
CDCl3. And then you have to type. You have to type
You have to
sample
name the
name.
sample name.
That sample name you won't use it. You won't use that sample name, so it doesn't matter what it is.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3,
Okay.
and
Then we don't need to change anything else. Okay. So make sure it's a foreground. It's by default foreground.
Foreground.
Yeah, or make sure. And then if you don't need to change any parameter, you can just submit it. Otherwise, you can double click the proton.
so we don't need to do the manual shimming, right?
You don't need to do it.
Okay.
Okay. So there's some parameter you can change. You know, you can change the window, you can
Or
change the number of scans,
scan. Okay.
and then delay, something like that.
Okay.
So if you don't need to change anything,
Like as usual by default, then I just submit.
just submit.
But if I want to change the scan
So
number
your
like
number of
16,
scan,
then I will
yeah.
put here 16.
Yes, 16. Yes.
Okay. And anything else like here?
No, you don't need to change anything here. Just this. The basic,
Okay.
very basic
Okay.
parameter.
Okay.
So if you want to change more, you have to do it manually.
Yeah.
You run the things manually. Otherwise, that's the only thing you need to change.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then
Submit.
submit.
That's all. Run. Just wait. Let's wait.
Now it's shimming, right?
It's shimming.
Something that you can just leave here, like with that one, because there's only one slot, right?
Yeah, it's only one spot. So you have you
You have to
usually
stay
you stay
here.
here. You stay here. On cue. So this one you have to go on one.
Like,
So you will see this FID will be like full blue once the shimming is done. And when shimming is happening, so you will see this kind of peak type things. So it is a little different than the Brooker NMR software. It is like for the
Not a little different. It's completely different.
completely different.
They're
Yes.
completely different.
So this is variant, right? This is
Variant,
NMR, is NMR machine from the variant. So it is 500 megahertz variant. What is the name? Oxford, or like?
Oxford.
Yeah, this NMR name is Oxford. This from variant, and their software is BJ NMR 4. This version is 4. So now we are waiting to be shimming to be done, and you can see the progress always in this, like what's going on. So here now it shows experiment started. started now, so it will take some time. FID is collecting. Now it says processing
Done.
done.
Okay, save your data.
So NMR is done. Okay.
Just save your data. Here, file,
Oh, okay.
save
File.
it.
Save as
And then you need to find your folder. Here, yes, Mohammed data.
data.
So make sure you always save as your home folder and the data.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, data. And then you can make a sub
folder?
Yeah, you can make a subfolder here. You
Okay.
can make a subfolder here, but you always save it here. Now, you don't want to save anywhere else. Okay.
Okay.
You can double click. Yeah, you can save it here.
And save.
No, not
Oh,
yet.
I-
You need to
the
put a
name,
file
right?
name. File name. Yes. Okay.
Right.
Let's save.
And it will be
That's it.
saved.
Yeah, that's it. And then you can
Log
eject.
out?
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
eject
no.
first.
If you want to look at data,
Where?
here,
Here?
WFT, tap WFT. WFT.
Oh, WFT.
Yeah,
Okay.
just show you spectrum. Just
Okay.
show you spectrum.
And I can. Oh. How can I go back?
It's
I
it's
forgot
not
everything.
it's not it's not easy to do here. So I don't recommend just to. I usually type command, so it's very hard to remember all those commands.
Oh.
So it's not very friendly,
Yeah.
So if you want to show expansion or something like that, those software is much better than this.
Yeah. I understand.
It's,
Okay. Maybe I will take those shortcut command from you. Like, do you have anywhere list?
Okay.
So it's done, right?
Yeah, it's done. That's the only thing. It's just some basic
Okay.
stuff. And then once it's done, if you don't run carbon, if you want to run carbon, okay, check carbon here.
Yeah. So you can double click the.
No, don't double click right now. No, check the carbon here.
Just drag
And
the
then
carbon
carbon
here.
here.
Then
Go.
GO. What was the another one like GA?
GA,
Remember?
yeah. GA means
Go
go
and acquisition.
plus WFT.
Oh, okay.
It's the same thing, but it is the plus WFT.
Like acquisition
And
done, and then process it.
And then process it, yes.
Okay.
Then that's the way to run carbon.
Yeah.
So if you put it here instead of in the starting queue, we don't want to start it because you already do the shimming, you already do the locking, and you don't want to do it again.
Oh, okay. That means once I want to do the carbon NMR, so first I will do the work proton here.
Yes.
Then proton will take all the shimming and everything done.
Yes.
Then in case of carbon, I don't need to do again because
That's right.
if I drag it here, like double click here,
Yeah, huh?
then it will do everything again.
Let's say you're
And that's why
wasting
just
time. It's
waste your
wasting
time.
time. It's
Okay,
wasting time.
okay.
So you put it here, and then you just manually start it. Do
Yeah.
everything you make.
Do you
So
understand?
here, you understand?
Okay, so once the proton, if you want to do the proton, so you will double click it, then work will be here. Then you don't need to change anything. You just put it start and make sure that you select the solvent. So during the proton, it will do the shimming and everything like
Right.
automatically everything will be done. So once the proton is done, and if you need to do the carbon NMR of the same sample, so you don't need to do double click of the carbon again, because if you do double click of carbon here, then
You'll
it
do all
will
that again.
start again and it will do the shimming and everything again. So you don't need to do
It's
that.
already
But
prepared.
already the shimming and other things, locking is done for the proton. So just what you can do, go there and drag the carbon here. So that experiment will use automatically from the previous experiment, that locking, shimming, everything.
Okay.
You understand now?
Save you time, yeah.
Right? Am I right?
Yes, and another reason you want to do this way is, so if it has any problem, it usually is during the lock and shimming. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
So whenever this usually usually as a spark or something like that, you have a problem. Okay, what it didn't run or did give you poor result.
Yeah.
So in this way, if you run it manually, if you type go to start it, it will skip the shimming locking, which the step cause the problem. So in this way, if you run your proton successfully, if you have a good proton, I'm sure you will never fail your carbon.
Okay.
So if you, for example, I won't run carbon, you submit, you use a study queue, you submit it here, and then you say, I go home, and then several hours later come back, oh, it's failed during the shimming.
Yeah.
You understand?
You understand now what he
Yeah.
said?
Yeah.
I can explain you again. So he is saying like if your proton was good,
Yeah.
like with the shimming, locking everything.
Yeah.
So in that case, you can be assured that your carbon also will be good because it will use the same data, same shimming, same thing. But suppose if you don't do that way, like you run the carbon directly, like with the sample submit queue, then you left for like 10 minutes or something, and you came back and you saw that your sample was not good, the shimming or locking was failed, and your experiment will be stopped. So ultimately lost. So that's why he always recommend us to do the carbon. Before doing the carbon, run the proton NMR by doing that way, like making a queue. Once that is successful, then just drag the carbon and do the experiment.
Okay.
Is it clear?
So always do the proton first.
Oh,
So just-
always
that's
the proton
one of my
first.
recommendation. But it's over 10 minutes carbon, I think it's okay. It's just waste 10
Yeah.
minutes. Sometimes
Yeah.
you want to run 2 hours,
oh.
3 hours, 4 hours
Yeah.
carbon.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you don't want to spend. You don't want to spend the 3 hours, which is you get nothing.
Failed.
Right.
You
yeah.
fail.
Yeah.
Fail.
Mm.
It happens. It happens.
Good.
Okay.
Okay, and in between these, once you run the carbon, then you can check also in between
WFT.
running.
Yeah.
That is possible here. So just if you type WFT there
Yeah.
and give enter, you'll see like what is the situation of the carbon.
Yeah.
Like this experiment is not done yet,
Yeah.
but if you type WFT, then you can see the middle of like
Right.
some scan. Like if you have the more concentrated sample, okay, and if you do WFT and if you see like, wow, it is
That's enough.
showing like
You stop.
enough, then you can stop the experiment and you can eject it, you can take your sample back.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So
Okay, stop.
normally
AA.
we can say
Okay,
WFT.
yeah, have
Okay.
AA.
Now you can
Stop
stop it AA, right?
Yeah.
So
Abort acquisition.
yeah,
Okay.
abort acquisition.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
So you
Abort
can see
acquisition
that.
right now. Click file.
Yeah, file.
Yeah.
File.
Save as.
Save as.
And then you can save. No.
Wait.
Do not override it. Do not
Okay.
override it.
So
No, you want to give a different file name. Say it's a carbon.
yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Save.
And if I remember correctly, we cannot use any space here, right? Space
No,
or any letter
no.
or any dot.
Letter
Anything,
one,
right?
letter one, two.
No spaces.
But we can use there,
You
like.
can.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been using it.
But for this,
Just
like,
to underscore.
remember the putting name or things like you cannot use the space
Okay.
or like you can use underscore, right? We
I
can
bet-
use
Yeah,
underscore.
period.
underscore text. You can use it.
Underscore dash, you can use it.
And then, or something like a star,
Oh, that's
for references,
Yeah.
or question mark, don't use it. Okay.
Oh, don't use
Don't,
them.
no special character.
Ah, okay.
Because Unix, it may use letter one for special,
Right. Okay.
for special, something special,
Yeah, for coding, right?
Yeah, it's special
So
coding.
just normal.
It's just
things.
normal,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
So once it is done, then click eject, right?
Yeah,
Or you can
eject.
type EJ. Isn't it EJ or IJ?
E, just E, letter E.
Letter E or
Yeah.
E?
Just E,
EJ.
letter E, type E, letter E, enter.
And give the enter. So you hear
That was
the
eject.
sound. Yeah, that is
Say
eject.
data file.
And letter I will be inserted, right?
Yeah, letter I
That is
insert.
different from there. Remember
Oh
that.
That's-
my god. Okay. Alright, am I hang up now? Or oh, someone's
so-
calling by the way.
So now this sample is up. I'm going to take out. And then there, do we need to put any? No, right? Like it's little different than the Bruker. So in the Bruker NMR, we have to put the one dummy sample, but in case of this NMR machine, we don't need to put any dummy sample.
如果那能单一三百一个，你刚才你老板用是萝卜。 Okay. Put I.
Yeah, so in that case, like at the finishing moment, you have to type I and click enter, or you can put insert INS here.
Okay.
So once it is
Close the
done,
software.
then
Close the software.
close the software.
Actually,
And then
very-
click on the helmet.
click
Choose
on
quit.
it, and just quit.
And then
And
and then
log
log
out.
out. Oh, that's all procedure.